Hello again, friends. It's Missy. Thanks for joining me today. I'm back with a new layout. This one is for the Cocoa Vanilla Studio design team. And this week, and I believe last week, all of the design team members are creating layouts for Christmas or the holidays using non-holiday, non-Christmas papers and embellishments. And so I had an idea, and this is the color scheme that I'm going to go with. And the fun thing about this is I was able to pull papers from a bunch of different collections. I've got some Hello Lovely, Wild at Heart, Make-A-Wish, Bohemian Dream, Life is Beautiful, and Love Always. I just went through all the papers that I have collected over the years from Cocoa Vanilla and thought this would be a pretty color scheme. And so what I'm going to do is start with this cut file, and it's hard to see on there, but I've already cut it on white cardstock, and it is one of Paige Evans' newest cut files. It is this adorable, lovely scalloped Christmas tree, and I believe it is called Christmas Tree Scalloped. Yes, Christmas Tree Scalloped. And as you can see, there are lots of little open spots for backing, and so that's what I'm going to do. And I do this technique a lot. I know a lot of people do this. It's a lot of fun. It does take some time, especially when there are a lot of spaces like this to fill, but I enjoy doing it. It's kind of mindless work, but it's fun. It kind of reminds me of being a kid, just cutting and gluing, and you get this beautiful design at the end of it. And so I'm going to take some time and just trace the shape. I flip the paper over of the area that I want to use, and then I flip the cut file over, trace it, cut it, glue it down. Easy as pie. And so I'm trying to create, I want some light pinks, some darker pinks, a little bit of that peachy orange color, and then I do have one light blue paper. And so this took me a little bit of time. I didn't film the entire process, but I'm about halfway done here. You can see what it looks like so far, and I just think it's a pretty color scheme. And I'm a firm believer in, you don't have to use just hunter green and dark red for your Christmas pages. You can definitely think outside the box and use non-traditional colors. And so I think this winds up looking very Christmassy, even though it really doesn't have any red or green on it at all. Okay, so I finished the tree, and I decided, of course, I needed gold. And so I ran it through my sewing machine along each of the top of the scalloped rows with some metallic gold, and I think it's really pretty. And so for the top and the bottom of the tree, I'm going to just spritz it with some Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine there, just so it has a nice soft gold tint to it, because I don't even know how long. It seems like forever. I have been on a gold kick. I don't know. Gold is just my jam lately, and so I'm going to continue on with that theme because I think gold is so pretty with everything. And there's my picture there. It's in black and white just because I want it to pop against all these colors. Plus the colors of the picture were kind of clashy. Paige had on a bright turquoisey, that's not a word, turquoise shirt with some snowmen on it. And then she had on a little elf hat that was dark green and red. And so it was way too many colors that just, it needed to be black and white, and so that's why it's that color. But I'm just doing the same thing I do almost every layout. Look at that shine. I just spray it on some plastic packaging, flip it over, and smush it down. And a lot of this you're going to be able to see through all the holes in the Christmas tree, and then it's going to peek around the edges and where the photo is going to go. So yeah, I like the gold. I think it's pretty. It's so shiny, and but I felt like it needed a little bit more. So I'm going to pull in some more of the blue, since the main color is pink, and so there's a little bit of blue. But I had this bottle of blue, and it's been working for me on a lot of layouts lately. It's acrylic paint. It's just cheap acrylic paint from Walmart, I think, or Michael's. Nothing special here. I just watered it down, and then I'm using my brush to make splatters. So if you don't have any sprays or mists or things like that, and if you do have some of this paint, just water it down and use it on the packaging technique like this, or you can splatter it with your brush. You can water it down even more and put it in a little bottle and create your own spray if you wanted to. So you don't always have to have ink sprays to do this kind of stuff. But this color seems to work for a lot of things that I've been using lately, and as you can see here, I'm just dabbing some on with the brush, adding a little bit more water from my little dollar spray bottle there, and then just smudging it around. And then once you put the tree back on top of it, it looks a lot different. So I always say that every time you do a background like this, it looks like a hot mess. It really does. And it looks like you're just splattering things down, and which, you know, well, you are, but when you cover it up, it looks different. So don't be afraid to make this big old mess. This is some pink shimmer spray. I believe this is called Sweetheart, and it's the perfect pink that pulls some of the pink of all the pink shades that's in the tree. So I love how that looks. I think that looks so pretty, and all the little splatters just remind me of little Christmas lights twinkling, and so I really liked how this turned out. And you can see, I think it's starting to look Christmassy, even though it's not red and green. I love how it looks. So I'm going to glue down the star and then the little trunk of the tree, and there's the base of the layout right there. And so I'm going to make sure it's all glued down, and I'm going to start to work on my picture. And I wind up sticking it over on the left where that big chunk of gold is, because, you know, you got to put the picture somewhere, and I didn't want to cover up a lot of the tree. I didn't want to put it in the middle, and I didn't want to off-center the tree. I wanted the tree right in the middle. So this is where the picture is going to go. And now the interesting part for this layout was going through all of the embellishments to try to find something that would work for Christmas. And so I'm going to use those two little puffy stickers that say the best. And those are actually from the Hello Sunshine line. That was a summer collection. And they're going to work as part of my title. And I think they work great. And you would never know that they came from a summer collection. I'm going to use a little bit of that same blue paper to mat behind the picture. This is from Hello Lovely, and this little scallop sticker piece here works perfectly. It matches. And I'm going to use that on the left side just for a little added something there on the left, just to give a little bit of pop of that pink color. One of the pink colors, because there's a lot of different pinks on there. And the one thing I love about the Cocoa Vanilla collections is they're very versatile. You know, they're able to be used in a lot of different ways, pretty much any type of theme that you're working with. So now here's where I decided to get creative. I wanted to use Cocoa Vanilla letters, but I didn't have anything that was working that matched. So these are from Hello Lovely, and they're kind of like a wood grain color. So I just decided to make them a little more sparkly, and so I just used some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in a little teeny tiny cheapy brush, and I'm going to paint gold on there. And so now I have gold letters, and you'll see those in a minute when I start to lay them on the layout, but they're drying right now. So I am going to add some thread. You know I love me some thread, and so I'm going to use a peachy color over on the left, and then a pink, light pink color on the right. And I did find a peachy colored chipboard heart from the Bohemian Dream chipboard sheet that I'm going to use right there. Right now it's on the picture, but I'm going to wind up changing that. I'm going to decide to glue that down because it's ready to go. I know that that's where that's going to go. And here are the letters, and they're still kind of a dark color, or that wood grain color, but now they look more gold, and I think they look so pretty. And so the title's going to be The Best Christmas. There's no T at the end of Christmas. I can't talk today. And I love how that looks because it's subtle, and up close you can read it a little bit better. I know it kind of blends in, but that's okay because I didn't want something big and huge to stand out that was going to oh my goodness, y'all, detract from the picture or the tree or make it too busy. So those little birds right there are from Bohemian Dream. And when I think when I saw these birds, I thought that they could go on a Christmas page because they reminded me of little red cardinals. But these are pink and they go with the color scheme. One of them is chipboard, and one of them I fussy cut from a sticker. And then I'm going to combine those two little stickers there that say memories. Even though they both say the same thing, I don't care. I like that they're different colors and they match everything. I've got that peachy color going on and then the blue color going on. And I'm going to wind up using a couple of hearts. I'm going to move that pink one though. It doesn't stay there. And I like how the little birds are like sitting on the edge of the tree and they're looking in toward the page. So it looks like they're looking at the picture. And I love to situate faces and pictures like that to where they're looking in toward the page or they're looking at each other. So now it's just a matter of gluing things down. I moved that pink heart from the left, and I'm going to wind up putting a blue in there instead. I believe that little piece that says memories, that is a peachy color, is from the Life is Beautiful sticker sheet. I decided to put the pink heart there and then the little peachy one right beside it. I almost layered it together, but didn't want it to be too dimensional since I've already got foam underneath that picture. It would have been really high. So here's the third heart. I decided to go with blue, and I like that because I have some blue over on that side now. And then here's where I thought this turned out really cute. I can't remember which collection these enamel dots are from. I'd already thrown away the packaging, but I'm going to scatter those around the tree in matching colors, and they just look like little lights amongst the tree rows there. And the colors matched. And one of the last things I'm going to do, this is the Bohemian Dream accent sticker sheet. I'm going to just find a couple of word and phrase stickers to stick around in a couple spots. And I do wind up cutting them so I can kind of curve them since the scalloped rows are curved. That was the hardest part designing this, was some things were super straight and some things were curved. And that's, you know, I couldn't curve that chipboard piece that says memories, so it had to be straight. But I can cut these and kind of make them look like they're curved. And so I just add a couple of those here and there. And just to add a little bit more black and white since the picture is black and white. But the last thing I'm going to do is a little bit of journaling with my gold pen. And I'm just going to go right along the bottom line of that bottom scallop. And so everything stays the same shape. And there's the final layout. I think this turned out really cute. It was a fun challenge I've never made a Christmas page with non-Christmas items before, and so this was a fun challenge. At first I thought, what in the world am I going to do? But once I got started with the color scheme, and this cut file helped me a lot, I think it turned out really, really cute, and it's something different. And I love this cut file, and all of this, the blend of all of these pinks and peaches together was really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products or the techniques or anything at all, and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.